wouldn't you know it, I stop a place to film something nice, and then somebody's over there making some noise with the wood. What I wanted to show you, over there, we're in the eastern townships, a little place, I think it's called Beaver Pond from what I remember. And to start to show that the colors are coming out. We will be getting some nicer colors, I guess, later on. We'll be driving around towards a place called Mansonville and Lake Benfra-Magog, which is a lake that's between Quebec and Vermont. And yeah, so we'll see how we go along here. It's a nice road, and the people over here, well, yeah, they're doing some work over there. Okay. Well, hello guys, I'm back. We're in a place called Mansonville. You can see like the colors probably further off are coming out. Are they coming out? Yeah, I guess they probably will be. Over there. And far off over there is Vermont. Those mountains are in Vermont. That's Jay Peak it's called. And we're going to be visiting the cemetery where my mom's parents are. So here we are in Mansonville at the cemetery. There's my mom and my dad. I have to lock. Did you lock the car? No. Okay, I'll just lock the car. Okay, so we'll be going to visit the cemetery, and like I haven't been here for about 5 years, and my mom hasn't been here for a long time because of mobility issues, so I thought that I'd bring them over and come and visit the grandparents. Okay, be with you in a bit. Okay, so there are my grandparents, and beside them was a younger brother that died quite young. How young was he? 13 months? 17. 17 months, yeah. It was a bad accident, wasn't it? It was scalded with hot water or something like that? Tea?
Hot tea.
Yeah, must have been a terrible death for a small child. So yeah, so here we are. And my dad is sitting over there because it's a bit tiring for him walking around here. Okay, well, I'll be closing in on that one. Okay, back again a little bit. This part of the eastern townships that I'm in, which is very close to the Vermont border, was well known at the time for its loyalist tendencies, which I'm talking about like hundreds of years ago, and that's where a lot of the English-speaking population of Quebec was concentrated also at the time. Now, my ancestors on my mother's side come from around this part, and as probably said a few times in other vlogs, the borders were a lot more permeable then, which makes for the fact that a large part of my family are on the American side of the border, so a fair part of the relatives are Americans. Kind of lost track over the time. We'll be going off to a place called Vale Perkins now, which is a lake. It's a bay on Lake Benfra-Magog, so a little small place where I used to go as a small boy, around 10 probably, something like that. Maybe a little bit, no, a bit closer to 13, 14, I guess. And we used to take boat rides there and go fishing and trolling, and we'd usually end up in the States. We'd just cross over on the lake because there's no border patrol. Sometimes a boat would maybe stop, but we would be told to go and report at Newport, which is in Vermont. Yeah, so a lot of good memories here, and a lot of good memories also, I would say, in pre-9/11 days where, border crossing was no big deal then. Okay, guys. So I'll be DC signing off again. Take care. Okay, so here we are at Perkins Landing. Wow, this brings memories. You know, we used to have the boat, so my cousin, so what is that? My grandfather's cousin, so that would make me cousin twice removed. He used to have his boat over there somewhere. And a little white cottage over there, a little white one, which I'm zooming into, that was theirs. But they, well, it was smaller than that. I can see the people that bought it have made it into a much nicer little place. There was some type of bait shop over there. And yeah, as you can see, boats. Far off is Orford Mountain, for those who might know the district. So this is Lake Magog. You can see islands further off. Completely opposite to us is something called an island called Molson Island. Now Molson Island was owned at the time by the Molson family that make Canadian beer. And if you go over that way, you'll eventually end up in the States, Newport, that'd be Fitch Bay and so on. And what was always for us as kids very impressive was further off there, you can just barely make it out, there was Sergeant's Bay. And Sergeant's Bay was named after some of our ancestors. So, you know, like we would come here, I mean, when I was a kid, we'd come here and fish on the wharf. Yeah, we were home. Yeah, I'm really nostalgic when I see this stuff. Yeah. Really am. It brings back loads and loads of good memories. Yeah. Oh well. I thought I'd share this with you. You know, it's one of the best memories of being a kid, you know, is seeing sometimes some of these places over again. Okay. Bye-bye. So another little trip on Nostalgia Road. That hill in front of us is called the Pinnacle, and it's the last mountain in the eastern townships to basically still be wild, so to say, with nothing on top. You can't see it very well here, but it's boulder, it's like granite on top, so you can just like climb up. I used to go camping up there. We used to go, you know, carry our tent up and everything. And along here you get a bit of the nice view of what it's looking like now as the fall, the autumn is coming on. Yeah, so just pan across. It's a nice farm view over there. We're between a place called Glen Sutton, and we've passed Glen Sutton, and now we're going on towards Abercorn, which is where the town, I've made videos before, they'll be somewhere up here, where I was born and lived my first 3 years. So yeah, my first 3 years were basically in this type of country, not very far, I would say, more or less at the foot of that mountain over there. Okay, so signing off again. Bye bye.